All right, let's talk about artificial intelligence, or AI as the cool kids call it. We're talking about a technological revolution that's already begun to reshape our world in ways both subtle and profound. So buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the exhilarating, terrifying, and often hilarious world of artificial intelligence to see how it's poised to reshape our collective future. Now let's start with the big one, shall we? The topic that's on everyone's mind, the elephant in the room, or should I say the algorithm in the cubicle, AI's impact on jobs. It's a conversation that's becoming increasingly unavoidable.
But what does this mean for us fleshy, fallible humans? How do we fit into this rapidly changing landscape? Well, for some, it could mean displacement from jobs that are increasingly being taken over by AI. We're talking truck drivers, factory workers, and many others in manual labor. Even those poor souls who spend their days transcribing audio recordings. The reach of AI is vast and growing.
However, before you start stocking up on canned goods and building your underground bunker, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. It's important to remember that AI is also creating new jobs, opportunities that didn't exist before, particularly in fields like software development, data analysis, and other tech-driven roles. And, ironically enough, AI ethics. These new roles are crucial for guiding the ethical use of AI in our society.
Of course, no discussion about AI would be complete without addressing the elephant in the server room, data privacy. It's a topic that has become increasingly important as our reliance on technology grows. Because let's be honest, AI thrives on data. The more data it has, the better it performs, learning and evolving at an astonishing rate.
Now, some might argue that this data collection is a small price to pay for the convenience and personalization that AI offers. The benefits are undeniable, making our lives easier and more efficient. After all, who doesn't love it when their favorite streaming service recommends a show they didn't even know they wanted to watch? It's like having a personal assistant who knows your tastes better than you do. It's like magic, albeit magic fueled by the digital equivalent of your grandmother's gossipy bridge club. This interconnected web of data creates a seamless experience that feels almost intuitive.
But here's the thing, as AI gets smarter and more sophisticated, the stakes get higher. So too do the potential risks to our privacy. The more data we share, the more vulnerable we become to breaches and misuse. We're talking about algorithms that can predict our behavior with frightening accuracy, sometimes even before we realize what we want ourselves. Facial recognition software that can identify us in a crowd, tracking our movements and activities without our consent. And targeted advertising that feels eerily like mind control, influencing our choices and decisions in subtle yet powerful ways. The balance between convenience and privacy is delicate, and it's one we must navigate carefully. Chapter 3, Reining in the Robots, the Future of AI Regulation.
So, with all this talk of AI's potential benefits and risks, the big question on everyone's mind is, how do we regulate this thing? It's not just about setting rules, it's about creating a framework that balances innovation with safety. Because let's face it, we humans have a bit of a track record when it comes to unleashing powerful technologies on the world without fully considering the consequences. From the Industrial Revolution to the Internet age, we've seen it all.
Now, governments around the world are grappling with the thorny issue of AI regulation, trying to find that sweet spot between fostering innovation and preventing a full-blown robot apocalypse. It's a delicate dance, requiring input from technologists, ethicists, and policymakers alike. But hey, if we can figure out how to regulate things like nuclear weapons and genetically modified organisms, surely we can come up with some rules for AI, right? Right? Please say yes. The stakes are high, but so is our potential to get it right. Chapter 4, AI and the Climate Crisis, a double-edged sword.
Now, just when you thought we'd covered all the major AI bases, we need to talk about one more thing, climate change.
On the one hand, AI has the potential to be a powerful tool in the fight against climate change. We're talking about algorithms that can optimize energy consumption, monitor deforestation patterns, and even develop new materials to combat global warming.
But on the other hand, AI itself is a bit of an energy hog, requiring massive amounts of computing power that can contribute to carbon emissions.
Chapter 5. The future is unwritten, but probably coded. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of AI's potential impact on our world. The truth is, no one knows for sure what the future holds when it comes to AI. But one thing's for certain, AI is here to stay, and it's up to us to shape its development in a way that benefits all of humanity, not just a select few. The future awaits, are you ready? So as we stand on the precipice of this brave new world of artificial intelligence, it's time to ask ourselves some tough questions. It's a story that's still being written, and we all have a role to play in shaping its narrative. So let's get to it, shall we? The robots are waiting.